While much of the cycling world's attention is focused on Europe, Dookie, just on the outskirts of Shepparton in northeast Victoria, was playing host to the 2011 Oceania Cycling Championships. The weather was perfect for the start of the elite women's time trial, with a strong field including World Championship representatives Bridie O'Donnell, Alexis Rhodes and Ruth Corset. Rhodes, Corset and O'Donnell all set competitive times on the 28.4 kilometre course, but it was 23-year-old Sarah Gillow who took out the title by an impressive 52 seconds ahead of O'Donnell.
I'm still learning lots with time trialling and positioning and shrugging and getting out of the wind, keeping still on the bike, but yeah, hopefully I can get better and better.
In the elite men's time trial over 41.2 kilometres, David Pell was an almost unbackable pre-race favourite, but a puncture in the early stages of the race against the clock opened up the door for William Dickinson, who claimed his maiden Oceania title.
Yeah, really happy with that. I've sort of had half an eye on this race for a few months now and yeah, trained up pretty good for it. So yeah, it's all worked out perfect.
In the elite women's road race, 64 riders fronted up to the 116 kilometres with reigning Commonwealth Games champion Rochelle Gilmore and recently crowned national champion Alexis Rhodes among the women to watch. Early in the race, Sarah Gillow and Peter Mullins broke away and established a 1-minute lead. But the bunch came back together with a lap to go, and it was the time trial champion Gillow who powered away again to claim her second Oceania title for the weekend.
But yeah, I just try to be as aggressive as I can, and my teammates were absolutely awesome. We were trying to counter-attack and continually put the others on the back leg that were trying to work to bring us back all the time.
In the 162.4 kilometre men's race, the pace was hot early with many riders looking to get away from the sprinters in the peloton. Among the early attackers, Patrick Lane and Jason Grigg tried their luck, but the peloton didn't give them enough leeway to establish a significant lead. Towards the end of a race, a decisive move was made with a group of 7 riders, including Richard Lang and Jayco Australian Institute of Sport teammate Damien Housen. The group quickly built up a lead of 2 minutes coming into the final stages of the race. Then on the final journey into town, with a group of 3 doing battle for the sprint finish, it was Lang who had the required horsepower to win with enough in hand to begin his celebrations as he crossed the line. But as Lang is an under-23 rider, he claimed that title and the elite category was taken out by Ryan Obst.
Yeah, it was quite tough heading out towards out of Dookie, and yeah, it was tough going into the wind, but as soon as we came across the crosswinds and we had the tailwind, it was really quite smooth, and it was a lot easier, and yeah, felt happy with we're not going against the wind.
For a first in the Oceania Championships, it ran in conjunction with the Jayco Australian Mountain Bike Series, and it was the women's cross-country race that got proceedings on the dirt underway. New Zealand's Rosanna Joseph dominated the race from the start, opening up a 29-second advantage in the first lap. From then on, she extended her advantage to claim the Oceania title by more than 5 minutes ahead of another Kiwi, Karen Hanlon. Australia's Rowena Fry finished third, which also wrapped up her third Jayco Australian Mountain Bike Series title.
Yeah, look, you're always going to every race wanting to win, but there's tough competition today. Rozara's a world-class athlete, you know, she's a top 10 Olympian, so it was always going to be tough work, and I managed to get third. Another girl, Kelly from New Zealand, rode really well for second, but really nice to win the series at the same time.
In the men's cross-country, it was 5-time Australian national champion Chris Yongerwood who took control of the race in the opening lap. From that point on, he played with his competitors, letting his lead diminish only to overpower the field and finish with a comfortable winning margin of 41 seconds. Second place went to Tasmania's Sid Tabalay, and New Zealand's Michael Northcote took the bronze medal.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to come to the end of the season and have the title and have the Oceanias, the national series, and it's great for the sponsor Merida and Shimano, Fox. Having those guys support me, it's good to pay back the recognition to them. So yeah, it's good.
In the men's Elite 4 cross, it was top qualifier Graham Mudd who raced to the front in the early stages. From there, he managed to stay upright, out of trouble, and cruise to the line to claim the Oceania title.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's been a pretty busy couple of weeks. National champs a couple of weeks ago, and it's been full on just for the last probably 6 weeks. Back on the bike after a pretty big injury on the motorbike. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked to win races again.
In the women's elite short course, it was a battle royale between Australia's Rowena Fry and Rebecca Henderson. After the Kiwis had dominated the cross-country race, it was the Australian pair that swapped the lead on a number of occasions, with Fry taking a narrow win just ahead of Henderson. In the men's elite short course, it was almost a mirror image of the women's event, with Paul van der Ploeg and Australian Olympic representative Dan McConnell fighting out the race all the way to the line. In the end, it came down to a photo finish, with McConnell being crowned the Oceania champion.
When it gets that close, it's not really ideal. You can't really plan it to be that close, but it was just good to get out here and have a close race in the town, and hopefully everyone enjoyed it.
The conditions were dusty for the downhill, with many riders succumbing to the difficult conditions. In the elite women's event, Western Australian Holly Barspool delivered a breakthrough performance to collect her first senior elite title ahead of Leonie Picton.
Yeah, very happy. It's a long time, well, not a long time coming thing. It's first year into elite, but yeah, no, best result I could have asked for, so I'm stoked.
And in the men's under-19 race, it was yet again junior world champion Troy Brosnan who narrowly defeated his close rival Connor Fearon by a mere 1/10 of a second.
You know, to just get on top by so little is just a lot of motivation for overseas, and hopefully I can, you know, get some good results overseas.
In the elite men's event, Queensland's Reece Willemse posted a swift time of 2 minutes 12.05 seconds, which put him in the leader's hot seat and a nervous wait as the final 6 riders made their way down the course. The top 2 qualifiers, Rick Boyer and Josh Button, made their way down the mountain. However, neither men were able to match the pace, with the nervous wait ending in glory for Willemse. Second went to Reese Atkinson, with Tim Eaton in third.
Yeah, I'm over the moon, hey, like I've been training, trying to put in the hours, and yeah, it seems to all paid off this weekend, so I'm stoked.